How's it going? I'm so sleepy. I woke up like 20 minutes ago, so I'm still half asleep. I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. Who took my first today? Oh my gosh, Alex. Thank you so much for taking my first. It makes me very, very happy that you could be my first today. So hi, Jacob on YouTube. I see you. Let's see who all grabbed their daily pillows. We've got Red Spirit. We've got Vortexiality. Alex. Jeremy. We've got oh my god, Olga, thank you for the raid and run. Yeah, go get your pizza. Go get your food. Thank you, Olga, for the raid. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We also got a daily pillow from Star. We got a daily pillow from Spicy Nugget. We got a daily pillow from Gothosaurus and from Tentacola. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. How do we get a pillow? You redeem it. It's 1 channel point. Yeah. You just redeem it for 1 channel point. That's all. You get 1 pillow per day. Or I guess per stream, really, is how it goes. Yeah, 1 pillow per stream. But yeah, let's see who all is in the queue right now for tarot. So we are starting with... Oh yes, Alex with the love reading. We've got Red Spirit with the love reading. We've got Milky Way with the career reading. We got Spicy Nugget with the general reading. We got Gothosaurus with the love reading. And that is the current queue. So we still got several slots open if people want to snag them. But that's the current queue so far. Oh, Cola snagging a general reading. Yeah. I almost broke my leg today walking home. Oh my god, please be careful. That's so scary. What the fuck? I've never broken a leg on a walk home, but I have sprained my ankle a couple of times on a walk home. How do you get a slot? You also redeem it. You also redeem that. It's the tarot reading redeem. Yeah, also hi Pinkalia, welcome in. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope y'all are doing it. Yeah, I got it, yeah, you got it so far. And there we go, we got Dr. Fumbles in now too. So let's see, who are we starting with? We are starting with Alex, I believe, yeah? Yeah, we're starting off with Alex's love reading. Ooh. Yeah, oh my gosh, dude. I've been having such crazy dreams lately. Yesterday, I didn't stream yesterday, but yesterday's dream was horrifying. Dude, it was terrifying. It was so scary. What the fuck? I felt like I was in like one of those fucking Final Destination movies. So like it starts with me like next to this like sort of general open like shopping area, right, by the beach, and I'm like kind of near a bank, near like the parking lot, right, and there's like tons of cars there, right, and all of a sudden out of nowhere a huge tornado whips up kind of like right in front of me and just destroys like 100 cars and is almost about to get me, but it narrowly misses and it disappears. And I kind of go, holy shit, that was terrifying. That was a huge ass tornado. Holy fuck. I'm gonna go inside the bank because, you know, I don't want to risk the weather fucking getting me like this. And, you know, banks would have a good support structure, so it'll probably keep me safe, you know, from a tornado. So I go inside the bank and I see the employees are all kind of towards the back, also kind of sheltering in place. So I go up to the bank employees. I'm like, hey, I almost got swept up by that tornado. Can I chill in here with y'all, right? And they're like, yeah, man, like, come on, take a seat. Let's like chill until like the weather passes. And I can like look outside through the window and I can see that like it's like dark and it's stormy and it's like so like gloomy and gray outside, and I can see like the waves are picking up. They're like, you know, like how like the waves get whenever it's like super stormy, you know? And I can see that from the window. I'm like, well, damn, glad I'm not out there, right? So we're chilling, and we were hanging out in there for a little bit talking, and then one of the employees was like, hey, you want like a little mini tour of the building while we're all kind of like trapped in here? So I'm like, I mean, sure, yeah, I guess, whatever. So he starts like leading me through and showing me around, and we get to like the manager's office, and I don't know why, but I looked into the manager's office. I'm like, if I go in there, I'm not coming out. So, and it kind of spooks me a little bit. I'm like, I can't go in there. So I'm like, I'm just not going to go in there. I'm going to back away, you know? And right when I do, and I go back towards like the main part of the building, I happen to see this huge wave sort of crusting and coming straight towards the window of the bank. And I see that it's about to hit the window. So I dive down behind a table, right as it crashes, and it breaks the window, and a whole bunch of water comes flooding in, and it just barely stops before it reaches me. So now the building's starting to flood, and I'm like, okay, well, I got to get out of the building, because otherwise, you know, you don't want to be trapped in a building while it's flooding. So I get out the building, and as I get out the building, another employee is getting out too, and he decides he wants to take like higher ground. So he's trying to get to like higher ground by climbing the bank. I'm like, hey man, probably shouldn't do that. It's like crazy weather outside. Like, what if fucking lightning strikes, right? Like, if you're up in a high place, that makes you more vulnerable to lightning. Or if you're close to really tall things, that also makes you vulnerable to lightning. That's why during like a thunderstorm, you're not supposed to stand underneath a tree, right? Because the trees are more likely to attract lightning and get struck by lightning. So fun fact, don't go underneath the tree for shelter. If there's lightning, you are more likely to be struck. But anyways, so he's climbing up this tower, and like right as I said that, I hear this huge boom right behind me, right? And like the city, like in the square, right? Don't worry, King, we'll be safe on this lightning rod. Yeah. I hear this huge boom behind me on the square, and I hear screams that I don't think I've ever heard in real life. It was kind of haunting, just hearing the screams of like the people around me as they say like, oh my God, that was lightning. Oh my God, those people. And like I hear that, and I like look, and it's just like a huge crater where like that city square was. And now there's like more lightning. I can feel it coming in. And like, you know, like how in video games they have like those like AoE like glowing circles of like where magic is gonna hit, you know? You guys know what I'm talking about? Like the AoE glowing circles on the ground, so you know like where the magic, you know, like in Final Fantasy 14 where it shows like where the boss's moves are gonna hit or whatever, so you know to like avoid it. Anyways, that shit started popping up on the ground, so I knew where like the lightning was gonna come in. I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta dodge and weave, I guess. So I started dodging and weaving all of these lightning while I hear more and more people getting hit and screaming. And then I wake up. So that was my dream. Isn't that horrifying? What the fuck, man? Anyways, isn't that just fucking bonkers? Critically acclaimed dream, 10 out of 10. Dude, I don't know why my dreams are so like vivid like that, but they've always been like hyper vivid and like hyper realistic, which can be really fun for good dreams, but it's also really not fun for nightmares. Oh, it was a dream. You thought it was IRL. You thought I was seeing AoE markers of lightning IRL. Aww. My worst dream had anime women in it. I will not elaborate further. Oh my god. Did you hear about Oro's meatloaf dream, dude? A fun fact, lightning has a visible hitbox. Yeah. Did you guys not know that? Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Oh, you said I was like in a tornado. Well, yeah, because I was explaining like the POV of my dream. And I was like, yeah, no. I mean, I used to live in Tornado Alley, so I've experienced quite a few tornadoes. But no, that was all a dream. That was not real. I was not actually in any immediate danger or anything like that. Oh yeah, in fact, they can hit 3 times. A guy figured that out the hard way. Yeah. Darius foresight gained 20 seconds in the future during lightning strikes to see the range. Dude, I know, it was crazy. And I didn't think anything of it. It's not like, why can I see the lightning AoE hitbox on the ground? It was just, well, I gotta dodge the lightning AoE hitbox on the ground. You know, like that's what makes it like so impossible for me to lucid dream, is because I will see the most insane shit in my dreams and just fully take it at face value. I had a dream once where I was like working at 7-Eleven and my boss was a talking raccoon. And I was like, yeah, man, he works here. He's the manager. He pays my fucking checks. So I don't care. Just, I can't lucid dream. All right, I can't do it. I'm too chill about everything. I'm too fucking chill, dude. Play enough Yakuza and you'll basically accept whatever. I've never actually played Yakuza, but I can believe it. I'm just very go with the flow in a lot of things. I think I've been dealt such a crazy hand in life that I've just kind of been like, well, it is what it is. It would be like that sometimes. I mean, in middle school, I had a dream that I smoked weed and I got high. We decided to drive to Canada. Oh. I had a dream I went to the grocery store and I went to the produce aisle and I was heavily inspecting the mushrooms before going to the register and buying the mushrooms and putting them in my fridge at home. So I fully believed I had bought mushrooms. So whenever I came home, I was like, I'm gonna make some pasta with mushrooms for dinner. And I went into the fridge to find the mushrooms. I couldn't find them, so I accused my roommate of eating my mushrooms, and he just looked at me really confused before I realized it was a dream. Take that. Take that. I thought he ate my baby Bellas. You did meet a genuine real guy that encountered Monster Hunter and asked what one did in that. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes reality is stranger than like your dreams. So I'll have like some of the most like normal ass dreams. And like fucks you up too. Because sometimes I do like actually confuse like what's a dream and like what is a memory. Today I learned indie dreams of mushrooms. Like baby Bellas, not like the drug kind. I'm dreaming of like shiitake and like baby Bella and like and like a white button mushrooms. I'm not dreaming of like the kind that make you trip out. Born too late for monster hunting, born too early for War K40. Oh shit. Why did I say War K40? Warhammer 40k. Dude, I tripped that up. That's fine. And you really dream about what ingredients would be best to use for potions. I mean, is spaghetti sauce potion? Potion of like, wait. Potion of spaghetti? What if we just start calling all like sauces and beverages potions, dude? I don't ever remember my dreams. Oh, I remember like almost all of my dreams. It's very rare for me to not remember my dreams. Salsa is a salve for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. And depending on if it's like verde or rojo, you get 2 different effects. Pretty much every time I wake up, it's just a blank for however long I slept. That's crazy. Mushroom assault. This move allows Derry to pelt targets with an endless array of mushrooms while listing off potion uses. Why would I throw them at people? I would eat them. Dude, what the fuck? I'm not wasting food. Do I look like I waste food? Nah, man. I'm roasting those mushrooms. Have you ever had a dream of the future and right when everything is going exactly the same way as your dream, you decide to try and change things and you go into a rabbit hole and become insane for a good minute because of that dream? Not exactly. But no, actually, when I was a kid, all right, I used to live with my grandmother. And I had semi-limited contact with my mom just because, you know, life was kind of complicated at the time. But I lived with my grandmother, and it was me and my little brother living with my grandmother while my mom was pregnant and she had like a new boyfriend. And I would go and visit my mom every now and then, right? Whenever like we had the chance and things lined up, because I mean I was still in like elementary school at the time. And she came up to me and she's like, hey, so me and my new boyfriend are, you know, we're gonna move to Colorado and, you know, like start a new life, and we really want you to come live with us, right? And I was kind of like, I don't know, I kind of got to sleep on it, right? You know, I didn't say it like that because I was like 7, but my mom could tell I was like hesitating. She's like, okay, well, you know, just like think about it. And that night, I had a dream that I was on a bus with my mom, right? We were on like the city bus, because I used to take the city bus as a kid, like to go to school. So it was a very familiar thing for me. And we're on the bus, and I can see our stop is coming up. And I try to pull the cord to get off at our stop that we're supposed to get off on, and the cord doesn't work. And so I try pulling it again, and the cord doesn't work. And I try pulling on it again, and the cord falls off. And I realize we're not getting off where we thought we were, and we're stuck in a situation where we have no control of where we're getting off. And I kind of woke up in a cold sweat. I was kind of freaked out by it, and I was like, I can't go, right? And I think my mom was really disappointed by that. I don't know if I ever told her about the dream, but I basically told her like, no, I'm gonna stay with my grandmother, right? And she was understanding. But my little brother went to go live with her at the time. Anyways, her boyfriend flaked out on her, and so she didn't end up going to Colorado. She kind of got stuck. And she basically already had a hard time trying to raise my little brother and at the time my little sister, right, by herself in an apartment after her boyfriend flaked out on her. I can only imagine how much harder it would have been if she also tried to take care of me too, right? But yeah, I still think about that, is the fact that low-key my tiny child dream called it like, this isn't gonna go how you think it is, we're not gonna get off the stop you want, it's gonna be really difficult, don't do it. I'm like, okay. So anyways, that was crazy. So technically I've had prophetic dreams in a vague sense. I try to trust my gut when it comes to my dreams. If I dream about people, like specific people in my life, I try to check in on them, you know, and be like, hey, you know, I dreamed about you. Just want to make sure you're doing okay. You know, I hope everything's going good. I know we haven't talked in a while, but you know, I thought about you. I thought I should check in on you, you know. Yeah. Also, hi, Sammy. Welcome in. Let's see what we got for Alex's reading. Okay. We got the cards for you, Alex. Oh wait, are you subbed? No. Oh, okay. So it's just that. Okay. Hi. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Alex. Starting with... You know, I've always had like a very deep association and connection with my dreams ever since I was little. That's why I really wanted to have dreams be a part of my lore as a VTuber. Because like, I don't talk about it much, but the truth is I do have PTSD from things in my life. I won't delve into that. But I do have PTSD that has been diagnosed. And one of the worst part of it was my nightmares, right? Because I have such vivid dreams, it makes the nightmares even worse, right? I don't get them as often anymore because I'm in a better place. I've learned how to cope and how to manage a lot of my triggers. So it's not something that happens very often anymore. But there was a time where I was having really, really vivid, terrifying nightmares almost every night when I went to sleep. And it fucked with me. It fucked with my sleep schedule. It fucked with everything. Which is kind of where the 200 years trapped in the nightmarescape comes from in my lore. Very much inspired by me dealing with a lot of the things in my life, especially in my dreams. But like in my lore, I broke out of it. I'm no longer trapped in the nightmarescape. I found my way out. I'm in a better place for myself. And because I'm in a better, safer place for myself, that also means that my dreams are a lot safer as well. It's very rare for me to have nightmares. Before, when I was having nightmares almost every night, now I have nightmares maybe once a month, maybe once every couple months. It's not as often. But yeah, that's why I wanted to have dreams incorporated into my lore and my character as a VTuber, because they are very important to me. And then we have the what I miss. I was just talking about my dreams. I was just yapping about dreams. You didn't miss nothing. This means if Derry has nightmares, there's no stopping him from giving us nightmares. No, I would never give you guys nightmares. No. Alright, we got all the cards for you. You ready, Alex? So, in order of left to right for your love reading, we have the Page of Cups, we have the reverse Nine of Cups, and we have the reverse Four of Coins. So we start with the Page of Cups, which is somebody who is pretty innocent in terms of a lot of things, very sweet, but tends to run wild very easily. Somebody who tends to wear their heart on their sleeve, and gets very worked up very easily. But that can be fun. That can be cute. We do also follow it up with the reverse Nine of Cups, which is an interesting follow-up because the reverse Nine of Cups is kind of like a misplaced trust, or like an overindulgence, right? While the Nine of Cups is normally a card about preparing yourself for the future, storing up to create your own oasis and like abundance and self-reliance. In its reverse, it can be the sense of things are not as they seem. Things are not as you think they are. There's something to this picture that maybe you're purposely overlooking or that you're just not seeing in general. But there's something here that I think needs your attention and for you to be careful of, right? And then we also follow it up with the reverse Four of Coins. And the reverse Four of Coins is a card of kind of passing through life without appreciating it, looking to see, oh, the grass looks so much greener on the other side, right? This feeling of like there's something more that I should be having that I want to have. And the cards are like, hey, but just because you want it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be better for you. Sometimes you gotta just appreciate what you have right now instead of constantly searching for what you don't have, right? And in terms of love, this can feel like maybe you feel like you need to be in a relationship. You feel like you really, really want somebody, but you're not appreciating the relationships you already have right now, your friendships, your family, your platonic relationships you have with people, because you're so focused on maybe trying to get laid or just trying to have a romantic relationship. Or maybe you're jealous of people who have recently gotten into a relationship that are near you, that you're like, damn it, I wish that was fucking me. That's the card's like, hey man, just like chill, cool down, it's okay. There's no need to stress, you know, and just live and enjoy life at your own pace. Don't try to force things to happen. I know it's very easy to get worked up and to want to make things happen, maybe want to help push things along, but sometimes you just gotta let life take you along for the ride and see where it goes from there, you know? You know? But yeah, I mean, I hope that helps, Alex. You can't really rush it. As much as you may, you know, want to be in a romantic relationship, it's not something that you can just force to happen overnight. It takes two people, you know? So you gotta just see what the cards play out, and they'll play out eventually. Usually they play out when you're least expecting it. Alright, next up we've got Red Spirit, who wants a love reading as well. Summon another Shimadere. Hell yeah. Shimadere summoned. The only nightmare I had that really fucked with me was when I was at my old place and we had this really old tree and I just watched The Grudge that night, and I had a nightmare that the tree broke and took down the fence and the damn grudge was chasing me, so I ran out the wheat field and I ran into a huge dark figure and woke up so fast with my heart beating so quick I couldn't sleep. Damn, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Can't say that's ever happened to me. Gremlin takeover. Oh my god, they're invading. They're taking over. It's their place now. Look at them just sitting there, having a good time. Crawling around. I will say it's pretty rare for if I watch a horror movie to have a nightmare. Because normally I don't really take horror movies seriously when I watch them, which is why I like them. I think they're kind of funny sometimes, especially like the really cheesy ones. So my brain kind of separates that from reality in like a fun, good way, which is why I like horror stuff. So I've never really had like horror nightmares based off of like movies or video games or whatever that I've played. I have had dreams about games. I remember I played so much Genshin Impact at one point. I think I played like 16 hours of Genshin Impact straight one time, and I went to sleep and I literally dreamed I was just fucking walking through Liyue Harbor. I was literally just walking through this fucking city of Liyue because I had that whole area just like memorized. Unleash the Shimaderes, flood the world with them. Oh my gosh. I know, like, yeah, the only video game dreams I have are whenever I've been playing a lot of that video game, and then I basically have the Tetris effect. Derek. Teehee, funny. Yeah, a person gets snatched in a dark house by an invisible force. Derek. I mean, it's not real. It's like you watch a movie knowing it's not real. That's what makes it fun. If it happened in real life, of course it'd be fucking terrifying. But like, I know that it's fake and that nobody's hurt. So yeah, my brain just interprets it as hee silly. Then when I was awake and it was getting dark, I was walking up my stairs and I look back and I see the dark figure and it's holding a little girl's hand, and I bolted so fast in the house. Oh, I was scared of the dark for a long time. But like for a real reason. Let's just say that your reason isn't a good reason or anything like that. Listen, CJ, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you, thank you. No, when I was like 6, our family had taken in like another family from our church. They were staying with us. It was like a single mom and her 2 kids, right? And her 2 kids were like high schoolers. While I was like literally like goo gaga. I was baby dude. And one of them hid underneath my bed. And when I walked by my bed, mind you, at this time, I was not scared of the dark. I did not have any fears, right? As I walked by my bed, she reached out from under my bed and grabbed my ankle. And for literally all the way up until college after that, whenever I turned off my lights, I had to jump into bed. That shit scarred me. Literally from elementary school until college, as soon as I turned off the light, I jumped into bed because of that. And that fucked up, dude. I would never think of doing that to a child. And she was just laughing, dude. She was just laughing. I was literally traumatized. They were jumping into bed, yeah. I was doing a little ninja jump. Because I didn't want to step too close to my bed, because what if something reached out and grabbed my ankle again? Gotta teach him young. Teach him what young, dude? What? I wasn't scared of the dark. I wasn't scared of anything underneath my bed until somebody literally was underneath my bed. That was not a fear I had until they made it a fear. Like, I wasn't scared of monsters or anything like that. No, I was scared that an actual real person was under my bed now because that actually happened. Throw a flashbang next time. Yeah. Yeah, 7-year-olds just got a flashbang, you know, tucked in the bag just in case. My house is filled with coyotes at night, especially if you can see their eyes in the dark. Oh, spoopy. Very spoopy. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yes, I will sippy sip once I pull these cards for Red. For Red's love reading. Oh my gosh, Red. Also, let me sippy sip. A little bit more. And so refreshing. Monster hides under the bed, right? Where we hiding from, bud? Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and put these cards up on the screen for you. By the way, what's the queue looking like? If you want to go make some food or something like that, I'm sure you'll be back in time. That's what the queue's looking like. Well, let me see. So we're doing Red's reading right now. Red got a love reading. Then after Red is Milky Way, who wants a career reading. Then after Milky Way is Nugget, who wants a general reading. Then after Nugget is Got the Source, who wants a love reading. Then after that is Cola, who wants a general reading. Then it's you, Zelfar, with a general reading. Then Dr. Fumbles with a love reading. Pink Aaliyah with a general advice. Set with a love reading. And I think that's all the readings. Nah. It's about midnight. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be like probably an hour at least until I hit your reading. I got distracted and we got a couple people ahead of you. We'll see. We'll see. I could see if I can lock in. But boop, boop. Okay. Let's put the rest of the cards up. Forgot to ask how your day. My day's been pretty good. It's been pretty chill. Nothing too crazy, you know. Mostly relaxing, sleeping. Played some more Infinity Nikki. Worked on art commissions. Yeah. If I pass out, it is what it is. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Elfar. It'd be that way sometimes. I know I stream pretty late for some people. Technically, it's late here too. but I'm nocturnal, so it'd be like that. And then we've got, there we go. Alrighty, we've got all of the cards for you read. So in order of left to right for your love reading, we have the Sun, we have Judgment, and we have the Two of Coins. So we start with the Sun, which is warm, it's inviting, it's lively, right? It's very, very positive of a reading. It's optimism, it's life, it's excitement, it's happiness, right? It's goals being fulfilled, it's strength being given, it's the Sun, man. It's cheery, it's exciting, it's stretching up towards new wonderful things. And we follow it up with the Judgment card, which is an action card. This is a card that tells you, like, now's the time, man. If you're gonna do it now, right? It's the end of winter and the beginning of spring. It's the end of the darkness and the start of something new, right? This is your chance. Take action, right? If you're looking for love, act on it, right? Put yourself out there. I'm feeling good vibes in the air, so now you just gotta put yourself out there. Let people see you for who you are to help draw them in, help reel them in, right? You're not gonna catch any fish without any bait, right? Action card, can I use it as a bonus action instead? You're so silly, Willy. But yeah, I mean, the card's telling you, like, you gotta go for it. If you want things to happen, you gotta kick your ass into gear, right? So maybe, I don't know, start posting some thirst traps or something. Yeah, start posting some thirst traps or something. See if that works. Who knows if you'll find the love of your life that way. But in all seriousness, the card is telling you, like, take action. Now's your chance to really go for it. If what you're looking for is love, then put yourself in a position where you can find other people also looking for love. Yeah, and then we followed up with the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins is a card of balance. It's harmony despite change. Things are changing for you, but change is not bad. Sometimes change is necessary in order to bring in new things. It's also a card of, like, news coming your way. But really, it's a card of finding your balance, finding what works for you, finding what doesn't work for you, right? Maybe there's certain things you want to try and that you want to do to put yourself out there, but maybe you also just kind of want to do your own thing and see where it goes from there. It's a matter of balance, just finding what you want for yourself, but still it is a matter of taking action and to putting yourself in positions where things could happen, right? If you want to make new friends and you never join any communities, both online and offline, right? How are you gonna make new friends if you don't even try to put yourself in just a community setting, you know? It's the same thing. Just put yourself just in the general dating pool for a better chance to find a partner, right? Not saying you have to actively be scrutinizing and searching, you know, swiping at least 100 matches every day on Tinder or something. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just put yourself out there into the dating pool in order for you to actually have a chance of finding somebody. This is an action card. Take action, whatever action that might be for you. And you don't need to dedicate your life to it either, to finding somebody. But the cards are saying it's a good idea to let yourself be seen, you know? Put yourself in a position where you can be seen, and then just continue doing your own thing. But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. Next up, we've got Milky Way. Milky Way, are you still here? Yes, hi. Alright, and Milky Way wants a career reading. Thanks, Day. Okay, I shall sleep now. Yeah, go to sleep, Red. Sweet dreams. How was your days? I'm still pretty good today. Yeah, we've been vibing, been chilling. I woke up not too long ago. So I'm still a little eepy beepy. But I'll wake up soon. And I'll get some more work done after stream. Been making good progress on everything. Hey, sorry, I had to go unleash a mouse upon the world. Like Squeak or like Mickey Mouse? Did you catch a mouse? Did you have like a little mouse trap? Did he swallow like a whole block of cheese and then like turn like triangle shaped? Oh my gosh. Or did you give him a cookie? Also, Nathaniel, thank you for the follow. Now I just got some peanut butter. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what they say if you give a mouse a cookie, you know. You know how it is. Alert, alert. Michael Mouse has breached containment. Oh my gosh. Michael Mouse and his lesser known cousin Ricky Rat. Oh my god, he was so chubby he did not need a cookie. Oh, little mousey. I'm so cute, dude. Mice are honestly really cute. They're just little guys. I feel so bad for them. But also, I want to live in a sardine can bed, dude. Like a little like sardine can bed. Oh, that'd be so cute. I just want to be tiny, dude. I just want to be really fucking ibbity bibbity. Yeah, I have a field I take him to. I use little safe traps. That's good. That's good. Yeah, those glue traps and those snap traps are just so sad, man. So I really like the ethical catching traps where they don't actually get hurt. They just kind of like fall into like a bucket or whatever, and they just dump the bucket further away, and they're fine. I like those, but no, I've seen the glue traps. I've seen the snap traps. It's horrible, dude. It's so sad. It's so sad. So I'm glad you're just releasing them. I'm glad. Yeah, they're okay and they get a little snack. They just got a wild story to tell. Yeah, after doing it the old way for a while and kind of over it, it just makes me feel so sad for them. Cause it's fucked up. They're just trying to find a place to live. They don't know what property is. They don't know what property taxes are. They don't know what like sovereign right to existence is. They're just mice, dude. They don't know none of that. They don't even know what a job is. Dude, rats don't even know what capitalism is. You think they know what rent is? When I was living in Colorado, we had a mouse problem. My sister and I got some ethical traps. I'd bring them to the trash can on my way to work. Yeah. It's a Reggie rat. Wow, that's really late yet, dude. I use a special mouse trap called cats. Oh my gosh. I've seen some cats where they become like BFFs with the rats instead, and they don't actually chase them out. Like Tom from Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry have like a thing. They're not actually trying to kill each other. Tom just has to put on a show that he's trying to kick out Jerry, because otherwise an actual cat will come in and actually kill Jerry. So it's like a mutually beneficial thing where, you know, Jerry puts on a show to show that he's just like a really, really clever mouse. So Tom can pretend and pretend like he's trying to catch him, and oh man, he just slipped by. Man, gosh darn, you know, they're actually friends. They're actually friends. Isn't that crazy? They're BFFs. They're conning the owner of the house. Yeah, my cat has that kind of contract with the rats. El rato. Let's see what we got for you. Okay. We got the 3 cards for you. Let's go ahead and put them up on the screen. Starting with... Hi, Leonix. Welcome in. Hi, Mita. Welcome in as well. Okay, so Milky Way, for your career reading, in order of left to right, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the reverse 8 of Cups, and we have the reverse Page of Cups. So let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you, starting with the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is telling you, hey man, you need a breather, you need to take a break, get your mind off of things. Maybe you should spend some time with friends, you know, reconnect with old friends. This is a hey man, do you need a juice box? This is what the 6 of Wands is telling you, right? These are the exact words. Hey man, you good? You need a juice box, man? We could, like, I don't know, get out, go get some dinner together or something, get your mind off things. You want to play video games? You know? This is a card of you really need a break, man. You really need a rest. Just get your mind off things. Reconnect with your friends. It's a temporary break, much needed, right? That's what the 6 of Wands is. So right off the bat, the cards are like, hey man, can I get you anything? You need something? We also follow it up with the reverse 8 of Cups, right? And the 8 of Cups is normally a card of like, the well is poisoned, it's time to move on. In its reverse, it kind of means more of like you've parted ways already. You've already, you know, cut the line loose. You're free now. And because of that, you kind of, you know, you have newfound freedom. You can go anywhere. You're no longer tied down to this, right? This is a chance for you to go in new directions. This is a chance for you to find where you want to go from here, because you're not being tied down anymore. You're not being held back anymore by what you were originally going through. So as tough as it was to, you know, go through all of that and to have to finally, you know, cut ties and say goodbye, ultimately feels like this is absolutely for the best. What was going on before was not a good time. It was really sucky. And maybe you're still feeling residual stress, right? Maybe you're still feeling residual stress from it, but you are free, right? Being untethered, untied to what you had before gives you the freedom to explore. It's a chance for you to go on a journey to something that's more satisfying for you and feels more worthwhile to you, especially in terms of career, right? And then we followed up with the reverse Page of Cups. And the reverse Page of Cups is somebody who's maybe, you know, a little bit absent-minded. Maybe he's got their head in the clouds. Maybe not fully in tune with reality. But they're a sweet person, you know, they're going through things. They're very well intentioned, maybe a little out of it sometimes, but they're just doing their best to work through things. To me, I feel like you need just a break. You need to just zone the fuck out. You just gotta turn your brain off for a little bit. You need a rest from whatever's going on career-wise. It feels like you went through a lot and you're kind of stressed about it, and the cards are like, you just need a breather. You just need to completely take your mind off of things. Maybe talk to somebody who has absolutely nothing to do with any of this, who can just help you, you know, unwind, talk about things that have absolutely nothing to do with work or job or career or anything like that, and just breathe and resituate yourself and reorient yourself, right? And I think that'll sort of help kind of get you back on your feet mentally, to tackle moving forward, in your new direction, right? Now that you're no longer dealing with the poisoned cup of the Eight of Cups, right? Now that you're finally free, it's giving you the chance to like breathe, readjust yourself, and then move forward, right? You don't need to automatically start charging towards the steps to the new thing, but like, you really need a rest, man. You really just gotta take a break, relax, unwind a little bit, connect with somebody, talk about something that does not have to do with work at all. And I think that'll help recharge you a lot for the journey ahead in your career. Sometimes you just need completely unrelated outside perspectives in order to get that clarity that you're actually looking for, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps. Seems like things have been really tough, but overall, it feels like they are going in a better direction for you. So as much as it probably sucks that you felt like you had to leave or that things didn't work out, it feels like overall that it's for the best that you're moving away from that, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps. Milky Way. Fingers crossed. Okay, let me sip some more water. And then next up we have Nugget. Nugget, you're still here, right, Nugget? Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, I got self-care. Is Nugget still here? Speak to me, Nugget. Please, Nugget. Did Nugget disappear? Maybe they went AFK for a sec. Alright, maybe Nugget's not here right now. Okay. Well, we'll skip Nugget for now. We'll come back to them. Next up is Gothosaurus. Gothosaurus, are you here? Hi. Oh my god, so speedy. You were waiting. You were locked in. And Gothosaurus also wants a love reading. I got you. And do you want an oracle card as well, Gothosaurus? I got you. Okie dokie. Ooh, a love reading. Alright, we'll see what we got for your love reading. See what we got for your love reading. Oh, okay. They're all upside down, so I'm just gonna flip them all right side up, because usually if they're all upside down, that's just what they mean, is they're all up, actually. It means I was just holding my deck upside down. Sorry, I was fighting with my internet. Oh, welcome back, Nugget. We'll do your reading after we do got the sources. Shit shot out to 7K pink and it was all lagged the hell and back. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Well, I'm glad it's back. Yeah, we'll do yours after we finish got the sources reading. Don't worry. Glad you're back though. Hopefully you don't disappear again when we get to you again. Okay. We've got all of the cards for you. I'm ready for next week so I have quality internet. Ooh, you getting new internet next week? You swapping to a new provider or something? Also, hi Birdie, welcome in. How are you? No, I'm adding personal internet because the landlord's a fucking stingy bitch. Oh, gotcha. It'd be like that sometimes. I'm good in my lurk era. We love that for you. I love all my lurkers. I always appreciate you guys. Thank you to all of my lovely lurkers. Quiet lurker shout out. Okay, we got all of the cards for you. Got the Thesaurus for your love reading. So in order of left to right, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. So, and then for your Oracle card, we have Carnelian, which is a type of rock. It's a red rock. We'll dive more into that when we get to it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll start with the Ace of Swords. I'm lurking until it's my turn. Yeah, no worries, Seth. I appreciate you. So we start with the Ace of Swords, right? And the Ace of Swords is a card of victory, of triumph. It's also a card of achieving inner and outer peace. It's a card of healing, actually. It's fighting for healing, though, right? It was hard. It was really hard to learn how to love yourself and to learn how to love others. But you've worked really hard on it, and you feel like you're finally starting to achieve that victory that you've been fighting to get, right? You can see here the Sage, which is, healing. It's good health. It's also used to sort of purify, negative energy, get rid of all the negative aura, and cleanse your space for something good to come in, We follow that up with the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is somebody who has a lot of wisdom because they have a lot of experience and tends to be pretty good with their words, but mostly they're really just sort of in touch with themselves and their emotions, right? They know who they are, they're starting to feel what they're feeling, and they understand what's going on, right? They're also somebody who wants to help other people heal as well, right? They've been through a lot of pain, they've been through a lot of things, and because of that, they have a lot of experience, and they also want to help other people as work through their issues too, right? So it feels like you are starting to take up this role of like, you've been hurt before, you don't want that to happen to other people. You want to use your painful experiences for good, right? Also, hi, Goddess Eros, welcome in. Our queue is currently full at the moment, but we're going through. Some people tend to disappear by the time we get to them, so closer to the end of stream, we usually have a couple of raffle slots to give away to the people who hang out and chat. So if you do want to wait and see if we have any raffle slots towards the end, you're more than welcome to. But yeah. And then we followed up with the High Priestess, right? And the High Priestess is somebody who trusts their intuition, trusts their gut, right? It's somebody who with that inner wisdom goes, this doesn't feel right. maybe I should do this instead, right? It's trusting and listening to your instincts to move forward, right? In terms of love, I think you've had maybe several not so great experiences in the past, and it feels like you're starting to sort of hone in your instinct for, red flags. And honestly, it's good. It's I think out of all the things, it sucks that you had to go through painful and sucky experiences. But because you've gone through them, it's sort of given you a better chance to refine your radar for, oh no, something's off about this person. Oh, I don't know about this person, And I think you should trust your gut. If something feels off, then I think you should listen to it. And let yourself lead yourself to victory. And not only yourself, but other people too. Because I think maybe other people are also starting to come to you like, hey, I've been talking to somebody and I don't know, something's not sure, and you kind of give your input, right? You're somebody that I think more people will listen to if given the chance. And then we followed up with your oracle card, which is Carnelian, right? Which is energy, it is leadership, and it's also creativity. So again, the sense of like taking the leading role, helping other people with your knowledge, helping other people with your own experiences. Your more sharpened senses are what can help other people avoid the similar mistakes that you've gone through in the past. Help them avoid similar people that have hurt you in the past, right? I think that's sort of the key thing here, is that you can be a force of good in helping other people. You've sort of healed, you're pushing yourself forward. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, but also you can use this to help other people, right? It's because you've had bad experiences in the past that you now know what to look out for, that you now know what is a red flag, right? That maybe you wouldn't have picked up on before. And I think that's sort of the key thing here, is use your powers for good. But I hope that helps, Nothosaurus. It feels like you've done a lot of healing, you've done a lot of growing, and you've strengthened yourself so much. So in terms of love, it feels like you are on a really good path for yourself. Just trust your gut, trust your instincts when it comes to people. But yeah, there you go. I hope that helps, Nothosaurus. You got powers, yeah, you got powers, yeah. Alright, and then next up we're going back to Nugget. And Nugget wants a general reading. So let's do it. Personal use, give me the big spread. Oh my gosh. All right, we will add the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards to your reading as well. I got you. We'll have your tarot cards, your oracle card, and your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Full comprehension activated. But also thank you for the 300 biddies, Nugget. Get all 3 Egyptian god cards. Oh my gosh. There's 3 pieces of Exodia back to back to back. Legs and head of Exodia, so he's just a head with legs. Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen the Yu-Gi-No videos? I don't think I have, actually. I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged by Team 4 Star, but I don't think I've seen Yu-Gi-No! I can't watch it right now, but you can send it in the Discord and I'll watch it later. Okay. Put these all right side up. Grab your oracle card. Alright, now let's unravel the threads that hold my Yu-Gi-Oh cards so we can pull out your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Okay. Now let's shuffle these and see what we get for your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Sent, and also you're part of the next wave for the tarot cards to be ordered, waiting on card to be finished and payday. Yeah, so exciting. Very exciting. You seen the first two I posted? I saw You as the Fool. I don't think I saw the other one though, but I did see the one of You as the Fool. It looked really cool. Ooh, yeah, let's look and see the Magician. Oh, your Yu-Gi-Oh cards are a little messy. They're showing something interesting here. All right, let's scooch my cards over so I have more room. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Nugget. Starting with Alright, so we got the cards for you, Nugget, for your general reading. So in order of left to right, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Three of Coins, and we have the Magician. And then for your Oracle card, we have roots, like the roots on a tree. And then for your three Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we have Protector of the Throne, Chaos End, and Mad Dog of Darkness. So, very, very interesting spread here. But right off the bat, it feels to me like you are really trying to hone in and pursue creative endeavors. You're trying to do things that you're really hyped about. You're trying to make shit happen. You're trying to create something. Is right off the bat what it feels like to me. And I'll elaborate a little bit further on it. But right now, this feels like you are trying to create. You're trying to make something, whether it's like you're trying to like write a book, or you're trying to like create a game, or whatever it is, whatever the thing is, you're trying to make something. You're trying to make something, and something that is important to you, that you are passionate about, right? Because we start off with the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a card of passions, right? It's charging forward towards your goals. Somebody who's hot-blooded, maybe kind of easily worked up, but they're ready to charge forward, right? Yeah, and it feels like I'm hitting roadblocks nonstop. Well, you'll see. But yeah, we start off strong with the, the hot-blooded, passionate, ready to throw themselves into it and charge forward with the Knight of Wands, right? Also followed up with the Three of Coins, which is honing your skills to master a craft, right? You can see here the saffron, right? It is so expensive because it is so difficult to grow and to care for and to make, right? So it is a sense of maybe a lot of the roadblocks are just simply because you're kind of having to level up all of these individual skills in order to sort of hone them to a level that you find acceptable in order to move forward. Now, all I can say is the best thing you can do is just charge forward, keep pushing, keep chugging, right? But with the caveat, we'll get to that little asterisk in a second. But we also followed up with the Magician, which I think is a really great card to have here, because the Magician is a card of seeing the potential and making it happen, right? You know what you want your end result to be. You know what you're striving to create, and you have all of the ingredients in front of you, right? You got the eggs, you got the flour, you got the vanilla, you got the milk, you got the baking powder, and you can see the finished cake in your mind, and you are so hyped for that cake. But you cracked a couple eggs, and maybe while you were cracking the eggs, you got a couple pieces of shell in the bowl, right? No biggie, but now you gotta, pull out those little pieces of shell. You'll still be fine. It's just a little time consuming, a little messy, but you'll be fine. You're still on your way to making that cake, right? And then maybe you spilled a little bit of milk on the counter while you were pouring and measuring things out. Okay, a little messy, still a little bit of a roadblock. You can still wipe it off, clean it up. Oh, you realize that you maybe don't have as much vanilla as you thought you did, so maybe you'll use almond extract instead, right? You're still gonna make a delicious cake. It's still gonna turn out amazing, right? I'm talking about cake because I'm hungry. My tummy is growling a little bit. I haven't eaten yet. I'll eat after stream though. It's fine. But my metaphor still stands. Is things may be getting in the way. Things may be, feeling like you're messing up all of these little steps individually. But at the end of the day, you're still gonna make a really banger cake. Maybe things aren't going right now as flawlessly as you assumed that they would, but that's because you're learning. That's because you're honing your skills. It takes time and effort to master a skill, to master a craft. And when you're creating big projects like these, they usually require a bunch of different skills all combined into one. Like, for instance, a really good video game isn't just the graphics. Graphics play a part, but you got somebody who's making 3D models, you've got people who are rendering the backgrounds, you've got people who are writing the story, you've got people who are coding everything, you've got people who are creating the musical compositions, you've got people who are voicing the dialogue lines, you've got people who are making the actual cutscenes or illustrations, you've got people who are maybe animating specific things, right? That's 8 different things from 8 different individual skill sets. It's going to be really daunting. You're going to have some skills that are more developed and more leveled up than others. Also, hi, Chains of Lost. Welcome in. How are you? Madari, I'm secretly Toby Fox. Okay. But, Toby Fox even comes out and says, there are certain things in Undertale that, I wasn't super happy with. Of course, we don't know what all he was expecting to do, right? We don't know what all he had in his head, but we loved Undertale, right? We loved Undertale so much, but that was just his practice game, right? But that's what I'm saying though, is sometimes you get so caught up in the vision of what you want to create that you don't even realize that you're already creating something amazing right now, right? You're already creating something amazing right now, but you're so focused on what you wanted to create that you're missing out on the wonderful thing you're making right now, right? So you just really have to kind of ground yourself and realize, one of the best pieces of advice I got was back when I was doing vocal performance. I used to do solo performance in adjacent to choir and stuff like that. And my music teacher had told me, when you go out and you perform your piece, if you mess up, just pretend you didn't mess up. Odds are nobody in that audience is going to know your performance piece. They're not going to know what you're singing. They're not going to know if you messed up unless you show them, oh fuck, I fucked up, right? So if you fuck up, just roll with it and pretend you didn't. And most people, like 99% of people, aren't even going to realize that was a fuck up, right? You have to fake it until you make it in some instances, right? And I think that's a really genuine key piece of advice, because there's so many things, like in my drawing, in my art, in my singing, in my writing. There's so many things where I'm like, this is not at the level that I imagined it in my head. This is not at the level I wanted it to be in my brain. But you guys don't know what's in my head. You don't know what I was thinking of. You don't know what my vision was in my head. And you know what? Maybe this was totally what I meant, and this is totally what I planned to make in the first place. How are you gonna know? How are they gonna know? They're not gonna know, right? How are they gonna know? But that brings us to your oracle card, right? Which is roots, which is healthy patterns and early growth, right? In terms of building up your skill set, it's taking those small baby steps, learning from those small, easily fixable mistakes, right? This is something for you to gain more experience on, to build yourself up, right? So if things aren't going initially according to plan, that's okay. Think of it less as failure and think of it more as learning experience, opportunities for you to break things down and to refine your skills, right? Because it's not that deep. It's not like something you need to be stressing over. It's not like they got a gun to your head and said, make a perfect game or you're gonna die. Like, that's not, the stakes are so low. They're so low. So don't stress yourself out over it, and start slow and building up your strength and building up your abilities. Because once you got the root system down, once you got those base core skills down, it makes it so much easier in the future for you to flourish with creating other things, or to remake something, or to do something better, right? So maybe you feel like right now you're wasting time because, oh my gosh, I did all of this wrong. I have to completely redo it. I just realized now I could have done this so much faster if I had just done this and I spent hours doing that. Okay, well now you know. Okay, well now you can. Okay, well now you've learned, right? It's not wasted time because you learned something. You've grown. As painful as it feels like you've lost time, or, oh, this could have been so much faster if I had just done this from the beginning. Okay, well, you didn't know that. That's part of the experience, is learning, oh, I could have just done this from the beginning. This makes it so much easier for me in the future. So future, you can be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I remembered that I can just do it this way now, you know? And in the long run, you'll save time. By making all of these mistakes now, you save time way further in the future when you're making other stuff that's important to you. But let's move on to your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? So we have Protector of the Throne, Chaos End, and Mad Dog of Darkness. Starting with Protector of the Throne, right? While the king is away, the queen protects his throne with a mighty defense. There is the sense of, this is something precious to you. This is something that you want to really see through to the end. And I can feel that. And it feels like you were trying your best to put your best foot forward in keeping what your sort of idealized version safe, right? Your idealized version of what you want this project to be safe. But we also followed up with Chaos End. In Chaos End, you can only activate this card if 7 or more of your cards are currently removed from play. Destroy all monster cards in the field. Sometimes you just gotta scrap and start over. As painful as that sounds, like, oh my god, start over, throw away everything and start from the beginning. It can be really intimidating, but sometimes it's for the best because you're going to be able to do it way faster now. The first time doing it, it was rough, it was messy, it was not at the level you wanted it to be, and it took you forever. The second time when you redo it, it's going to be way faster, it's going to be a way higher quality, it's going to be better than if you tried to just go in and slowly fix all the mistakes. Sometimes you just got to wipe the slate clean and try again. As painful as it is to let go of the hard work and hours, you cannot let the sunk time cost fallacy get to you. The sunk time cost fallacy is the idea of, well, I've already invested this much time into this. I can't just throw it all away. I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing with this. Sometimes you just gotta scrap it and start over on a part that you just feel like, I could have done this better if I just did this all over, but I really don't want to. Just do it all over. It's fine. You're not in a rush. It's okay. But also, we end it with your final card, right? Which is Mad Dog of Darkness. He used to be a normal dog who played around in a park, but was corrupted by the powers of darkness. Take a breather sometimes. If you're getting really, really frustrated by the roadblocks in your project, step away from it, right? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? You are going to go sicko mode in the head insane if you keep trying to force yourself to do something. Sometimes the best thing for you to do is just put it down, take a step back, take a breather, and then come back to it with a fresh mind. Especially if you start getting really overcritical of yourself. If you start bashing yourself in the brain while you're working on a project, it's time to go to bed. If you start just really hating everything that you've made, you take a step back and you look at your project and you go, wow, I fucking hate this. Don't delete it. Save your work and go to bed. I'm telling you this as somebody who has been creating for like 15 years. The best thing you can do when you start like looking at your piece and you hate it so much that you want to just crumple it and throw it away and like throw all your shit in the garbage, don't. Just save it and go to sleep. Trust me, just go to sleep. Just be like, you know what? That's enough for now. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna look at it in the morning. And 9 times out of 10, when I do that, when I wake up in the morning and I look at it again in the morning, it is not bad. There might be a couple of things I need to fix. There might be a couple of things I need to make adjustments for maybe, but it is not, something I need to just throw in the fucking garbage. It's usually like minor things that I can easily fix. But you have that clear head in the morning. You feel refreshed. You feel less stressed and in the moment, just like caught up in your own brain. It's much easier for you to look at it again. Sometimes I'll hate something at night. I'll look at it at night after I finished it. I'll be like, I hate this art piece so much. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself. I hate this. I want to throw this in trash. I want to bury this. I don't want anybody to see this. And I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep on it. I go to sleep. I wake up and I go, actually, you know what? I actually kind of like it. I actually like it a lot. Complete 180. The previous night, I wanted to throw it in the trash. I wanted to forget I ever made this. I wanted to rip it apart. But after sleep, I'm like, actually, this kind of fucks. This kind of slaps, actually. You just need some rest. You just need a breather. You just need to take a step away when you get especially frustrated with projects, right? And that's what the Mad Dog of Darkness is telling you. Like, take a breather. Don't let the darkness corrupt you when you are trying to go through this and make this happen, right? Take your step back, take your breather so you can avoid becoming the Mad Dog of Darkness. But yeah, I hope that helps. You gotta take baby steps. Learn from your mistakes. And sometimes it may be painful to feel like you gotta scrap everything and start over. But sometimes it's for the best. But sometimes you also just need a breather to see what actually needs to be fixed and what you're just being self-critical on, If you feel like you look at something that you've made before and you go, I can definitely make that way better, way faster, then consider doing it. But if you're just hating on it because you think you suck and you'll never be able to make anything good ever, then you need sleep, right? Those are two different feelings. There's the feeling of, I could do this better, and I know I can do this better, and then the feeling of, I fucking suck and I wish I never made this in the first place. Two different feelings. You gotta differentiate. The first one, okay, start over. Scrap it, start over, fix it. Second one, go to bed. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Look at it in the morning. You'll probably like it. Or it won't be as bad as you think it is now. But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed, Nugget. Sometimes you just gotta take those baby steps for yourself, especially when you're working on new things, developing those new skills. Okay, next up is Cola. And Cola wants a general reading. Also, I don't know if I said it. Hi, Gabby. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well, Gabby. Yeah, writing a script and straining my voice has become a pain in the ass. Sometimes you just gotta take a breather. Take a step back. Mad Dog of Darkness reminds you to take a break. You know? Sometimes the best thing you can do to make more progress is to not work on it. As crazy as that sounds, sometimes the best way for you to make more progress on something is to just not touch it for a second. To not work on it. Take a step back. Play a video game for like a couple of hours and then come back to it. Like legit. That's how I find I make the most progress when I get especially frustrated on a big, intense project. Yeah. And Cola's still here, right, Cola? Cola. Tenta Cola. Is Cola still here? Or did they fall asleep? Cola. Did you fall asleep, Cola? I'm gonna have to skip you. Alright, I think Cola might have fallen asleep. So we're gonna skip Cola for now, and we'll go to Zelfar. Zelfar, are you here, or did you also fall asleep? There's Zelfar. Okay, Zelfar's here. Also, hi Marsh, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for summoning another Shimadere. Alright, and Zelfar wants a general reading. Shaking them hips, oh my gosh. Shiki shiki. You have wild emotes. You gotta live your life, man. Live your life. Just don't let Twitch see that. I don't know. Twitch TOS be kind of crazy with some of those. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the. Don't let Twitch see that one. Don't let Twitch see that one. They will probably ban that account, or at least, very least, remove that emote if they see that emote. Also, hi Tony, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, nice butt, Zilfar. Hi Tony. Hey there, Oshi. Oh my god, I'm your Oshi. Oh my gosh. I'm so honored. My B key is weirdly unresponsive. Oh my god. What you doing on that B key? Wonder there's something stuck under there. Oh, maybe. And are you cleaning your keyboard properly? Do you clean out your keyboard often enough? Get all the dust and crummies out of there? Oh, absolutely not. You need to clean your keyboard, bro. Please. Please clean your keyboard. Yeah, get some spray air, you know, can of air, maybe some alcohol, maybe a blowtorch, depending on how long it's been since you've cleaned it. You my Oshi, oh my gosh, you're gonna make me blush. You're so sweet. Let's see what we got for Zelfar's general reading. I need a deep clean. Gonna need a key remover so I can soak the keys in soapy water. Yeah. Give them a little bath with a little rubber ducky. Yeah. A little TLC. They deserve it. They work so hard. Okay. Now let's grab your Oracle card, Zelfar. Also, DG Blade, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you? It's a high ground pounder. How are you? I also need to clean my desk so I can find the rubber ducky. Oh, yeah, very important. You can't have the keys, the keycap bath without the rubber ducky. That's what helps keep them clean. Okay, we got all of the cards for you. So let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Zelfar. Starting with... You found the rubber ducky, let's go, let's go! And then we follow that up with... There we go. Alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, Zelfar. What about a rubber duck? Oh, I was telling them that they need to clean their keyboard, and they're saying that, yeah, they need to soak it in some hot water, soapy hot water, the keycaps, to clean off the actual typing keys. And then I was saying, well, if you're going to do that, you need a rubber ducky for their bath time. Yeah, and they found the rubber ducky. So there you go, all caught up. But yeah, so let's go ahead, Zelfar, and break down your reading. In order of left to right for your general reading, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Seven of Coins, and we have the Page of Wands. And then for your Oracle card, we have Earth. So let's go ahead and start breaking it down, starting with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of stability and harmony. It's things starting to feel like they're starting to slot into place. Things are starting to come together. It feels like, you know, you're starting to find where you need to be right now. You're starting to find your place, right? Is it a game? Is what a game? Wait, what do you mean is what a game? And then we followed up with the Seven of Coins. And the Seven of Coins is a card of forward motion. It's growth, but it's also change that leads to growth. And it's also a card that says, you know, it's gonna take some hard work, right? It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overall, like without any effort. But it will happen. Change will happen. You will move forward. That's just how it is. No, it's just I have my tarot cards up on the screen, so it makes it easier for people to see. I just click to put the tarot cards up on the screen. That's all it is. As I explain everything. Yeah. You know, it's not a game or anything. And then we followed up with the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is somebody who's at the start of their journey, right? They're a dreamer. They're excited to see where they go from here, right? I feel like we got this card for you last time, Zelfar. This, the Page of Wands, that's sort of the dreamer, the young person at the start of a new journey. They're ready to see where they go. It's the time for them to learn and to achieve enlightenment, but also to pursue their passions, right? Because we have the Wands. And wands are all about your passions. They're all about the things that drive you forward. So there is this sense of wanting to move forward, find your place in the world, and grow and continue to be going where you need to go, right? So there is this feeling of you want to make more progress. And it feels like you are. It genuinely feels like you are making more progress. And then we followed up with the Oracle card, which is Earth, right? Which is peace and grounding. So there's a sense of you are starting to feel a bit more comfortable with yourself. You are starting to feel more at peace with things as they move forward. Starting to feel like, okay, things are coming together. I feel like I'm coming together. I feel like I'm making things happen, right? And there's a sense of kind of realization of like all of the jigsaw puzzle pieces of life are starting to sort of slot into place. It almost feels like a little bit like a revelation. It's like when you go outside and you just kind of stare outside at like the vast sky as the sunrise starts to happen, and you see all like the pink and orange hues, and you kind of just like feel a little breathless at nature as you sort of like for a brief moment take in like the vastness of the world before you go back inside and get your cup of coffee or whatever. You know, that's kind of what it feels like right now. It is a very grounding, very like genuine, humble moment, and it feels like you feel like your own individual place in the world for like a brief second. You feel like you're perceiving like what's happening, and you feel like you're moving forward into a good direction. It's exciting. So overall, it feels like you are making good progress with yourself. It feels like you are moving in a direction that you're really proud of. It feels like you are growing, and you're sort of finding your place, and you're finding where you feel most comfortable at, right? I missed it. Oh, hi, Lazy. Welcome in. You never know. There's still a chance for a raffle slot, Lazy. You never know. You never know. But I hope that helps, Zelfar. Give you some reassurance. It feels like you are on a good path for yourself. It feels like things are moving forward in a good direction. This feels relaxed. Yeah, it's chill. It's chill. I'm just reading tarot cards. I'm nothing crazy. It's my yap session of the week. It does. I do feel good about my path. Yeah, I feel like you are making good progress. You are moving forward. And sometimes that's all we want. And that's all we really need, is to just feel like we are making some form of progress, right? Next up, we have Dr. Fumbles. Dr. Fumbles, are you here? Hi, Dr. Fumbles. Did I get a prize for reaching 200 pillows? The world's sickest pillow fort. The coziest bed in the world. Hi, Dr. Fumbles. And Dr. Fumbles wants a love reading. Okay. I got you. Let's see what we got for your love reading, Dr. Fumbles. Also, oh my god, Ground Pounder. Congrats on VIP. Is this a JoJo reference? You mean the tarot cards? Hermit Purple. Zawarudo. I mean, JoJo does reference tarot, but tarot itself isn't a JoJo reference. Tarot existed before JoJo did. Also, hi, Elizabeth. Welcome in. JoJo created tarot. True, yeah. I can't believe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure created tarot cards. You watch JoJo? Yeah, man, I love JoJo. I haven't seen the new stuff, but I have seen all the way up to like halfway through Diamond is Unbreakable. So I've seen like the first 4 seasons. I do need to catch up though, but yeah, I'm pretty far behind. Yeah, no, I've seen Jonathan. I've seen Joseph, I've seen Jotaro, and I've seen a little bit of Josuke. Part 7's coming as well. Yeah, I gotta catch up, man. I gotta catch up. My favorite was was part 2. Haman, dude, was so fucking sick. I was kind of bummed that they like never did anything with Haman afterwards when they introduced it. They just went straight into stands. I was kind of like, come on, man, like, give me back the Haman. The Haman was sick as fuck, dude. The stands are cool, but like the Haman was cooler. And IMO. I want a reading. Hi, Heavenly. We are currently going through the queue right now, so our queue is currently full. But as we go through, some people tend to disappear, and then we raffle off their slots towards the end of stream. So if you want to wait and see if at the end of stream we have any raffle slots, you can definitely shoot your shot to get a free reading. Actually, Joseph did use Haman and Crusaders. Oh, did he? Oh, thank God. Dude, I was so bummed that they like completely forgot about it from what it looked like. As soon as they brought in the stance, I'm like, give me back my Haman. But yeah, Joseph is my favorite. He is my favorite Joestar. I'm gonna be so real with you. I love his stupid ass. He's so ridiculous. From now on, you're my favorite 100%. Yeah, use the cameras in the fight against Dio. Oh, yeah. Indy is my favorite Joestar. Jindy Jere. Yeah, yeah. John D. Jore. Would you say it? It's gotta be something like that. John D. Jore in order for it to be JoJo. Jonathan is Jesus Christ, yeah. John D. Jore. Looks so silly written out like that. Oh my god. What's your favorite stand? That's a tough one. That is a really tough one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my favorite stand is. Because I really did just really like Haman. Like, out of all of it, I think my favorite was just the Haman aspect. So I never really got super crazy invested in the stands. So I can't really say if I have like one that really sticks out to me as like, oh, that's my favorite. Because I mean, they were all like pretty cool. They were all pretty silly and pretty cool. But I can't really say like any specific one was like, oh yeah, that was a sick ass stand. That's my favorite, you know? Flaccid pancake. Yeah, my favorite stand is Jesus Christ. This is not a joke. Jesus is both a stand and a stand user. That's crazy. There will be great stands coming. Ooh. I mean, Star Platinum's pretty popular for a reason. I guess if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Star Platinum. There's a reason he's the main character. I think they're pretty silly, and I like them. So I guess if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Star Platinum. Okay, let's see what we got for your love reading, Dr. Fumbles. Who's the strongest anime character in anime? Oh, now you're just trying to pick a fight. It depends. It depends on what kind of anime it is. Is it like battle anime or is it comedy? Because like if you think about it, technically speaking, the most powerful character would probably be Saitama from One Punch Man, because the whole joke is that he's way too overpowered. So no matter what, if it's funny, he'll win, right? He'll win in one punch. That's the whole gag. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the same way that like Bugs Bunny is super overpowered because the whole gag is that he's supposed to be ridiculously strong for the sake of being able to make the joke against other people. So it really matters in the sense of what type of genre is this? Is it a serious thing or is it something where it can be kind of comedic and funny? Because if it can be kind of comedic and funny, then obviously, you know, the comedic character who's built to be overpowered for comedic reasons would win. Versus a character who's just built to be strong in general, like, you know, people always say like Goku or whatever. But I think there is this whole idea of it really matters what media they're in as to their actual power levels. You can't really compare and contrast them individually like that because in terms of their own stories, they have different power levels and things like that. So it really matters like what they're in, you know? You can never like pick a different verse to see who's stronger because there's no scale. Yeah, the scales are very different. You can't really compare them in the same sense. Like who is strongest? I mean, it would really just depend. But in terms of like comedic anime, a lot of comedies tend to be, it's like, well, they're the strongest character. They can blow away somebody in one hit without trying because that's funny, right? That's the butt of the joke, is all these crazy powerful people come up to them and they'll like flick their finger and destroy them. And it's like, oh, haha, we built up these people to be super strong, but they're like twigs compared to the main character, because that's the joke, right? Versus characters who have maybe gone under insane training lengths to create things, or have crazy, unbelievable, and unnatural superpowers that give them a different type of advantage in a different media, you know? But I think that's like the thing though, Saitama versus Coughing Baby. Yeah, exactly. His ability is called All Fiction, which is literally has the ability to rewrite all of fiction. But I mean, that's what I'm saying though, is it really depends in the context of everything. You can't really necessarily say, because if you're saying that's the case, then we could bring up Bungo Stray Dogs, right? And Bungo Stray Dogs has characters that can affect fiction and reality in the similar ways, in similar veins. So in that case, well then he's just on par with any other casual character from Bungo Stray Dogs, you know? So it really matters in terms of power level and abilities as to who is actually the strongest character. You know, it really just depends in a variety of senses. There's no real way to say this is definitively the strongest character, because it's just, I mean, you're completely ignoring all other aspects of the media when you I went on an insane rant on that, but my point still stands. It's not really something that can be easily answered. Let's see. Let's put these cards up on the screen for you, Dr. Fumbles. And here we have Dere, who with the pure lack of power has to win people over with their charisma. Oh my gosh. Alright, we got the... What's the key looking like? Oh no, how much longer I should stay up. Yeah. So we're doing Dr. Fumbles love reading right now. And after Dr. Fumbles, we have Pink Aaliyah. And then after Pink Aaliyah, we have you set. And then after you, I believe we will be caught up with everybody. So we're getting pretty close. I just got a little, as the kids say, distracted. Okay. Hi, Dara be lurking. Thank you for the lurk, VB. I appreciate it. And then the next card we have is... Okay, just chill for a few minutes then. Yeah, just relax, chillax, vibing. The readings have been going well. Yeah, they've been doing really good. It's been a fun time. I've been enjoying them. We did get a little distracted talking about anime though. But you know how it is. All right, Dr. Fumbles. For your love reading, in order of left to right, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the reverse 3 of Cups. So we start with the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is a card of feeling frozen in place, unable to leave a bad situation, usually out of fear, right? There is this sense of feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling restricted, right? But it's something you can break out of, right? You have 8 swords, you can cut yourself free. But it's a matter of recognizing that you can in fact cut yourself free. So don't let yourself stay frozen in place, right? We also followed up with the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is a card of a struggle. It is the struggle card. Struggle or conflict. But it's also a card that does reassure you that you do have the strength to get through it. So as much as things are going tough, you know, the tough is going, things are happening, but you're stronger than it, right? Whatever crazy things life is going to throw at you, you will manage to make it through, right? It's 1 a.m. It's time for Wizard Nap. Good night so far. Sweet dreams. Sleep well, okay? And then it also brings us to your final card, which is the reverse Three of Cups, right? And the reverse Three of Cups is a card of empty prosperity. It's success, but without the satisfaction. You're winning, but you don't really feel like you're winning. Like, technically everything's working out, but you're not really feeling like you're winning. You just kind of feel like, is this it? Really? So this is the reverse Three of Cups is a card of like, maybe consider other options. Clearly this isn't making you happy. You aren't feeling happy. And in terms of love and in terms of relationships, this could mean, to me, this reads like you're in a relationship, but you're not happy in this relationship. It feels like things are brewing, but maybe you feel like you have to be dating somebody. Maybe you feel like, oh, well, I don't want to break up because I don't want to be single. But is that really worth it to be in a relationship that you're unhappy with versus just being single? I feel like, I don't know if this is necessarily the case for you, but this is how it reads to me. It feels like there are certain things where you've convinced yourself it's better to have them and be miserable than it is to not have them. And I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't think that's necessarily true at all. And I feel like you're forcing yourself to endure something that you don't really like or that you don't really want for the sake of maybe expectations or the sake from other people, like family. Maybe your family's pestering you, like, oh, why don't you have a girlfriend? Why don't you have a boyfriend? You know, or when are you gonna give us grandkids? And you feel like, well, I gotta stick in this relationship. Or maybe you see all of your friends are in relationships and you feel like you need to stick around and stay in those relationships so you won't be the odd one out. But you're not happy. It doesn't feel like you're very happy. It feels like things are starting to struggle. It feels like things are starting to brew in ways that you're not feeling are good or healthy. And you kind of want out, but you're scared to get out because what if it's worse on the outside than it is in here? I don't know. The cards are saying it's not. The cards are saying maybe it's for the best that you think of other things to make you happy, because this is not really making you happy. So in terms of love, I would say evaluate. Is it worth it? Is it genuinely worth it to you? Or do you feel like it would be better for your mental health if you just didn't, you know? Sometimes you have to make the choices. I don't think anybody needs to be in a relationship to be worthy of love. I don't think anybody needs to feel forced into a romantic relationship that they're not vibing with, just for the sake of being in a romantic relationship, you know? You are perfectly whole and amazing on your own. You don't need somebody to be your other half because you're already complete. Love and romance should be about finding somebody who complements you and amplifies who you already are, not fills the void of somebody that you want to be, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps, Dr. Fumble. I'd say don't stress too much about sticking with something because you feel scared of what will happen if you don't have it. Sometimes it's better just to let things go if it's not making you happy. But yeah, I hope that helps, Dr. Fumbles. Fingers crossed. Okay. Next up, we've got Pink Aaliyah. Pink Aaliyah, are you here? I don't know if she's still here or not. We'll see. Pink Aaliyah. Gives me a chance to drink my water anyways. Okay. I think Pink Aaliyah might have disappeared. It has been a while. So we'll skip Pink Aaliyah for now. And next up is Set Starlight. Set, are you still here, Set? No, I'm gone. Bye. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we'll have to give away Set Starlight's reading since Set Starlight said that Set Starlight is not here. Oh no. Let's see, and Set wants a love reading. So let's see what we got for you for your love reading. And you want an oracle card too, right, Set? Oracle's always helpful, yes? I got you. I got you. How do we get a reading? Is it the Tarot Redeem? Yes, it is the Tarot Redeem. Currently, I think they're all taken, but we're going through to check in on the people who disappeared when I called for them, and if they're still gone, then we will be raffling off their slots to chat. So if you did manage to snag the actual Redeem, there's still a chance for you to get a reading. Yeah. I think my shit broke on my ads. I really hope it doesn't run like 6 minutes of ads or something. Yeah, no worries. We do tarot streams every Thursday. So if you want to pop in early on Thursday, you'll be able to snag a reading early for sure. Oh no, not the 10-minute ad break. I'm hoping it's not. I'm really hoping it's not going to be a 10-minute ad break. Because I see it popped up twice for some reason. So I'm hoping that it's just being silly and they'll both disappear at the same time and not play 6 minutes straight of ads or I'll scream. Okay, let's see what we got for your love reading, Set. Okay, good. I don't think it did 6, so thank God. Thank God. I was so scared for a second. Alright, now let's grab your oracle card. Okay, we've got all of the cards for you. So let's put them up on the screen. Starting with So hi, Ren. Welcome in. All right, we've got all of the cards for you set for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have, first of all three of these major arcana. So your love life is looking pretty big. The fact that they're all major arcana is pretty huge. Also, thank you so much, Ren, for the 25 months. Welcome in. Thank you for 25 months. I'm late, but I was a speed. Wahoo! Yeah, today's been good so far. I don't know if I should be scared or excited. You'll see. You'll see. You'll know soon which one it is. Yeah. So in order of left to right, we have the world, we have the reverse sun, and we have the reverse lovers. And then for your oracle card, we have preserves, like fruit preserves, you know, like jam and jelly and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and start breaking down this reading for you in terms of love, starting with the world, right? The world is less about the actual destination and more about the journey. It's the path to your destination, right? It's the excitement at achieving success and enjoying the pride of creating and moving forward in a direction that you really want to be in. So it feels like in terms of that, in terms of love, it feels like you're moving yourself in a good direction. You are moving in a good direction. It feels like you're making good progress. Maybe you're feeling more confident in yourself. Maybe you feel like you look in the mirror and you give yourself a little wink, little finger guns. You're feeling pretty hot, pretty sexy. You're feeling yourself, right? You feel like you're on a good path for yourself. There's travel, there's change, there's also union, meeting people, finding things on your path that bring you joy, right? But we do follow it up with the reverse sun and the reverse lovers, which to me are a little bit of warning cards. They're not necessarily saying that something bad is going to happen, but more like warning you to be careful of these things, right? So we start with the reverse sun, right? The sun is normally bright and warm and happy and optimistic, right? In its reverse, though, it kind of turns up those settings to the maximum, cranks them up to 10, in the sense of somebody who's maybe very, very brazen, very aggressive. You gotta be careful of sunburns, man. You gotta be careful. It's very easy, I think, to fly too close to somebody with a really strong personality and it burns you. Or maybe you could be maybe just a little bit too intense. Whatever the case is, just be careful, you know? As much as the sun is a wonderful, good, warm thing, the sun can also give you sunburn. It can also give you cancer. It can also, you know, just fuck your shit up if you're not careful, honestly. You just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. Put on some sunscreen, you know. Don't stay outside for like 12 hours a day in the sunlight, you know. Moderation. Protect yourself, protect your skin. A little bit is fine, but don't go overboard. Don't have too much. No, that's not real. You can't get burned by being near someone too awesome. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean too awesome. It could just mean like so bright, so energetic that it almost feels like they're burning you, right? Hey Derek, come give me a ow, ow, ow. No. If anything, I definitely feel like I'm more of the moon card rather than the sun. Like in terms of things, I feel like I'm definitely more of the moon than the sun. If we're gonna compare people, I would say my partner is definitely more of the sun and I'm more of the moon. Harper definitely gives off sun energy. And then we followed up with the reverse lovers, right? And this is an interesting one to get for a love reading, to have the reverse lovers, because this one's kind of like a going through the motions. It's lust without love. It's where things would normally be two people working together to create something even better, right? This like deep and amazing and equal partnership between two people, right? In its reverse, it's kind of the sense of like you're doing it for the sake of doing it. Like you're not really in love. To me, this feels like maybe potentially be careful of getting into relationships for the sake of being in a relationship. Be careful of falling into maybe bad habits of just giving people what they want without too much thought instead of doing things that genuinely bring you joy, you know? I think that's something to just be careful of, because you can see here the two peony flowers, right? Peonies are known as a perfect flower because they have, you know, they're a whole flower with both reproductive organs. They have both they have both parts to them. So already as its own, it doesn't need anything else. It can already reproduce, you know, without too much worry. But you have two of them because you have two already whole individuals coming together to make a bouquet, right? They're already individually a wonderful, perfect flower on their own, but combined, they can become something even greater, right? Greater than the sum of their parts. So it's this sense of like, recognize that you're already enough. You are already an amazing person as is, and you don't necessarily need a relationship. It's just, it would be nice, you know. I'm sure you think it'd be nice to have one, but you could definitely be just fine on your own without one. And just to don't let yourself fly too close to the sun and search for a relationship, you know. Don't put yourself in a position where you would pluck your own petals for the sake of getting closer to somebody, right? Don't let the sun burn you, because even in terms of flowers can get too much sun if you're not careful. If you put certain flowers out in direct sunlight for too long, it will literally just burn them and shrivel them up, right? You gotta find how much sun is okay for you and how much is too much, right? Because, yeah, that is something to think about. Yeah, that's pretty much how I think about it. I'd like a romantic relationship, but I come to terms with not really needing one. Yeah, I think it's when you're not actively looking for a relationship, sometimes is when you end up actually finding them. Yeah, don't let the sun burn you, even if you're flowers. Derek the professional. It's true though. That's why whenever you guys are buying plants, you look at the light direction, right? Because some will say like full shade, right? Which means they don't need any direct sunlight. And if you put them in direct sunlight, you will basically burn the plant. Some will say partial shade, which means they can have a little bit of sun as a treat. And some will say full sun, which is, put me out there, coach. I'm ready to play ball, right? But you gotta find it, especially for what's best for how much sunlight your garden gets or where your apartment is, right? If you're like on a patio that gets tons and tons and tons of sunlight, like as soon as the sun rises, it's hitting the patio, that is full sun, right? Get a full sun plant, it will thrive. But if you put a full shade plant there, it's gonna get way too much sun, way more sun than it can handle, and it's going to shrivel up and it is going to die. It's gonna be too much sun. It's gonna basically destroy it. So you gotta be careful, right? You don't wanna overwork yourself. You don't wanna burn yourself. Also, hi Fire, thank you so much for the like and the subscribe. May I ask a question? We are currently going through the queue right now, but we will have a couple of raffle slots once we finish up this reading. So there's a chance for you to be able to snag a slot for yourself if you'd like after we finish this. But yeah, so I'd say just be careful. Don't fly too close to the sun. Don't let yourself get burned. All this plant and sun talk keeps reminding me of when my sister and I left a bunch of plants on the balcony and they all got cooked because it got too hot in there. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I think people are the same way. You know, you have to realize what your own limits are. You have to realize what your own boundaries are, and you have to stick to them, right? You can't force a full shade plant to go full sun in the same way that you cannot force a full sun plant to go full shade. They will not thrive. And that's okay, you know? It's okay. Indeed, the sun is a deadly laser, even for plants. True, true. Okay. So, we've got your oracle card, which is preserves, right? Which is security, it's forethought, and it's thriftiness, right? Taking care of yourself, setting yourself up in the future so you don't have to stress. Doing what you got to do for yourself, so that in the future you will feel comfortable no matter what, right? And it's going to be just setting yourself up so even if you were to remain single, you'd feel comfortable, right? So that whenever you are in a relationship, you feel safe. You feel like you've got that safety net to you. It's focusing on what you can do to make yourself feel genuinely happy, genuinely comfortable in your own skin, genuinely feel good about yourself, right? It's the self-care. It's the pruning the dead leaves. It's the watering the plants. It's the pulling the weeds of maintaining yourself and how you want to be maintained, right? So in the future, you can grow even stronger, you know? Hi, is the queue closed? We are about to do some raffle slots, actually. Well, we're about to do a final call for some people, and if they don't answer, then we will be doing raffle slots, so. But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's see. Let me check my queue. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Okay, so we'll mark that as complete. That's complete. That's complete. That's complete. That one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, we have two people. Two people to final call for. So, Tentacola, are you here? If you're not here, we're gonna raffle away your slot to somebody else. So, speak now or forever hold your peace. Tentacola, are you here? Yeah, it does help. Basically, just keep doing what I'm doing and bettering myself and making sure I'm comfy. And if it happens, it happens. If not, at least I'm still cool. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay. I think Cola may have fallen asleep. Cola may have gone to the world of dreams. So we're gonna raffle off Cola's slot. So for those of you who are currently in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess it can get the reading. I'm waiting. Nobody's called it yet. Okay, J-Bomb, you gotta give other people a chance. You gotta give other people a quick chance to actually guess. But you did guess it. It was 3. But I'll still let you claim them. But if you see other people are guessing, you gotta give them a chance too to guess. But you did win. You did get it. It was 3. We'll probably still have another slot, so don't worry, you guys. I'll give it to a homie. Okay, who would you like to give it to? Also, thank you so much, Berserk, for 21 months. Oh my gosh. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Thank you so much, Berserk, for the 21 months. Mwah! I'm gonna keep guessing double-digit numbers for funsies. Oh my gosh. 21. Don't make me choose. You gotta pick. Who the homie you giving it to. The Reaper, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Me, classic vine. I do like a lot of classic vines. If you're just gonna give it to somebody else, then we'll redo it. We'll redo the raffle then. I'll pick a different number then. If you didn't have anybody specific in mind. Oh, Berserk gets it? Okay. We'll give it to Berserk then. Berserk, you want your reading? What would you like for your reading, Berserk? You can have a travel trip reading. Yeah, I got you, I got you. Let's go ahead and shuffle. And see what we got for you. For your travel trip reading. You want an Oracle card too, right, Berserk? Since you're subbed. Yeah, I got you, I got you. So travel reading for Berserk. And I believe we still have one more slot that we'll probably be able to raffle off, you guys. So if you guys weren't able to snag this one, don't worry. There's still one more chance after this reading. But yeah, where you going? Oh my gosh. You going somewhere exciting? On your trip? You going out west? Oh my gosh. Like a cowboy? Like yeehaw? Yeah, just like yeehaw, yeah. You can go panning for gold, oh my gosh. Drink a nice sarsaparilla. Also, Psycho Bunny, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. How's it going? You're playing Versh Evermore, Epic Licorice. Oh, what game is that? What kind of game is that? I don't think I've heard of it. Oh, it's an Otome game. Oh, let's go. Oh my gosh, I was literally playing a Yuri Otome game like last week and it was so good. Oh my gosh. I was playing Love Curse, Find Your Soulmate, which is just a pure Yuri visual novel and it's fantastic. It's so, so good. Also, it's still on sale. It's still on sale. It's like $10 on Steam right now. If you want to get it. I played one of the routes. I played one of the routes. I got both the good ending and then I went back and it took me a bit, but I got the bad ending too. It's so good. It's so good. The writing is fantastic. The art is gorgeous. It's fantastic. Beautiful. I love visual novels. I love romance. I'm a huge Otome fan. As long as the people are as hot as the weather, I think I'll be drinking a sarsaparilla. A sarsaparilla. It sounds beautiful. It is so amazing. But yeah, what kind of Otome game is it? Like what genre? Is it like fantasy? Is it like what kind? I'm a huge fantasy slut. I love high fantasy. Also, hi, Colorcito. Welcome in. It's depression as a genre. Oh my gosh. I kind of love that though. So it's like super like dark, kind of like dark and dramatic. Let's see what we got for you, Berserk. Okay, and now let's grab your Oracle card as well. It doesn't have good, bad endings. It has salvation and despair. Oh my gosh, that's so dramatic. I love that. I love the drama. Yeah, Love Curse has kind of similar. They have the affection bar and then they have the hidden bar. So some things will give both affection and hidden, or some things will boost hidden, right? And if you reach a certain point, like a certain threshold of hidden, it turns out hidden is basically their obsession with you. So upping the hidden with having a high affection means that they basically become obsessed with you, and you basically get like their yandere endings, their crazy endings, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, it's fantastic. see what we got. Oh, okay. All right. We've got all of the cards for your Berserk, for your travel reading. So let's put them up on the screen, starting with... There we go. All right. We've got all of the cards for you, Berserk, for your travel rating. In order of left to right, we have the Queen of Coins, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Page of Swords. And then for your Oracle card, we have leaves, like leaves on a tree. So let's go ahead and start breaking this down for you, starting with the Queen of Coins. So the Queen of Coins is somebody who is generous, who is nurturing, and also kind of loaded. Not necessarily, they don't have to be loaded with money. They could be loaded with, like, I don't know, like personality or, like, you know, titties or whatever. Whatever the case is, you're packing, right? So there's this idea of, like, you're excited, you're ready to see what's going on for you, but you're very regal about it. You're very cool, very calm, very collected, but also looking probably to take care of other people. It feels like on a group trip, it feels like you're kind of the mom friend, which mom friend is genderless, right? There are definitely guys who can be mom friends in the same way that there are girls who are mom friends. But you're the mom friend. You're the one making sure that everybody's got everything they need. They've got their passports ready. They've got their tickets in hand. You're making sure that they're eating properly. You're making sure that they got, you know, if they need Band-Aids, you probably got Band-Aids on pack, you know. You're the prepared friend, the more than prepared friend. You're the one your friends go to when they need to find something or they need to ask for something. You can use phrases confidently, dare I wear your fans. I'm just saying. You know, you are the mom friend. That's what the Queen of Coins is really all about. It's the mom friend. And it also brings us to the Six of Wands, which is a card of taking a breather, taking a break, you know, a much needed respite, but it's also a chance to connect with your friends, to indulge, take a breather, take a rest. I would say be careful not to overwork yourself on a break, on a trip, right? I think it can be very easy for you to start getting focused on taking care of everybody else, but like, they're adults too. Never been called mommy by tarot cards before. Very nice though of it. But I'm just saying though, is just be careful, you know, to not let your mom instincts run wild, and to remember that this is also, you know, a trip. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be not stressful. So don't overwork yourself with extra stress that's unnecessary, right? This is your chance to relax, take a break, take a breather, reconnect with your friends, have a good time with your friends. Don't stress about whether your friends brought, you know, enough sunscreen or whatever, you know, the case might be. But the whole issue is just like, be careful not to force more work on yourself than is even needed, right? Don't take on unnecessary work. This is your chance to relax, right? And then that brings us to the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a card of somebody who's good with people, very charismatic, very charming. That is their charm point, is that they know how to handle people. They are good with people. And I feel like that's the thing that you can work with, is, you know, when you get into trouble, you can manage to sort things out, you know, silver tongue. But somebody who's young, very charismatic, very much a charmer. You got to use that, you know, 1,000,000-watt smile to get your way out of any slightly sticky situations you may or may not find yourself in. And just relax. Things will sort themselves out. You've got a good way with people, right? And then that finally brings us to your Oracle card, which is leaves, right? Like leaves on a tree, which is renewal, revival, and progress. This is a much needed chance for you to just rest and relax and renew, right? You don't want to overwork yourself, and you need to refresh your leaves, you know, get that water, open up your stoma, get some breathing going on, you know, just rest. This is your chance to heal and for you to grow. Take in that gentle sunlight and sprout a couple more leaves and relax. Stop it, you. These young guys are all such charmers. But I'm just saying, the cards are kind of reassuring you. They're like, we know that you want to take care of everybody. You want to make sure everything goes smoothly, right? We know that this is the type of person you are. You want to help make sure everything goes smoothly for everybody. You're kind of there to make sure everybody else is able to relax and have fun. But also, you should be able to relax and have fun. If you come into any, you know, sticky situations, or, you know, something rough might pop up, you know, because no travel plan goes perfectly smoothly. You know, small bumps in the road. Just take them as they come, and they will work themselves out, you know? They always manage to work themselves out. You'll be fine. You'll manage to charm your way out of whatever, you know, small situations you get yourself in. So stress less, take care of yourself. Your friends can take care of themselves too, or your family, whoever you're going with, you know? And just remember to relax. That's the whole point of a trip, is to relax and take in the moment, you know? So make sure you're taking in the moment. This is quite a kind reading. Puts me at some ease. Yeah, you should relax. This is your chance. Take a breather, get the fresh air, get the new sights in view. You got this. Yeah, I hope that helps, Berserk. Okay. And now we've got final call for Pink Aaliyah. Pink Aaliyah, are you here? Otherwise, we're going to give away your reading to somebody. Pink Aaliyah. Pink Aaliyah may have also disappeared. If I had to gander a guess, you know. So we are going to raffle off Pink Aaliyah's slot. So, for those of you who are currently in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10, and the first person to guess it can get it. I'll let you know if you get it. Oh, it was 4. Congrats, Itsana. What would you like for your reading, Itsana? That was fast. I know. I was surprised. I was like, damn, you got it already. What would you like for your reading, Itsana? Love general reading? Okay, we can do that for you. So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. And let's see what we got for you. Mm-hmm. Four to be one of my lucky numbers. Ooh. My lucky number is 11. But 11 isn't a number between 1 through 10, so. It's also a pretty number. Yeah. I adore what you do, Derek. Oh, you're so sweet, J-Bomb. You're such a sweetheart. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Ipsana's love reading. Let's see what we got for you, Ipsana. Okay. Also, hi, Clovier. How are you? Also, hi, Chai. Welcome in. Alright, let's put these up on the screen for you. I'm so good. How are you? I'm doing good. We're vibing. We're doing the last reading of the night. So we're winding down. And I'm thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner. I feel like I kind of want spaghetti. So maybe I'll make spaghetti. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes I get kind of lazy when it comes to actually cooking. Spaghetti sounds so good though. Yeah. It would hit for sure. And then we've got alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, Itsana, for your love reading. So in order of left to right, we have the Page of Coins, we have the reverse Four of Cups, and we have the reverse Six of Swords. So let's go ahead and start breaking these down for you, starting with the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins is somebody who's very carefree, very innocent, but also somebody who it feels like good things are kind of just drawn towards naturally, right? And you've got that simplicity of like youth, the aura of just gentle sweetness that sort of attracts good things to you. I feel like that's your strong point here, is that maybe you have like a very young, very carefree soul, and that seems to, you know, want people to get to know you better. You've got this you know, that feeling that people get whenever they meet friends on the playground when they're like little kids and they bond instantly. You kind of give off those vibes. At least just a little bit, you know, but they want to get to know you, and that's what draws them in, is that sort of playful, fun nature of yours, right? We also follow it up with the reverse Four of Cups, which is an interesting one to get here for sure, because while the Four of Cups is normally like, there's certainly specific options that are better than others, in its reverse, it's kind of saying like new growth from a departure. Something didn't work. Maybe your past relationship didn't work out, right? Or maybe a relationship recently just didn't pan out the way you thought it would. And it kind of sucks. Maybe you broke up. Maybe, you know, you just fell apart, whatever the case is. This is for the best though, right? The reverse Four of Cups tells you that it's because things didn't work out right now that they will lead the way to things working out in the future. Like, in a way, it's like when one door closes, you know, another one opens. That is the epitome of the reverse Four of Cups. Is just because things ended in this, it doesn't mean that it's Jover, right? This is just the beginning. You know, you closed the door, sure, but somebody opened a window and they're crawling in, right? You're fine. You'll be a-okay, right? So something good will come out of a bad situation. So as much as the situation feels like it sucks, it's really not that bad. It's for the best. It's for the best, right? Door stuck. Who's this jerk who keeps frogging around with the doors? I don't know. No, me tearing up. No, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But the cards are just kind of reassuring you right now. They're like, we know that it can be really painful to lose something, especially a prior relationship. It can feel like it's the end of the world. I'm never going to find anybody else. Maybe they tore you down a lot, or told you things and that made you self-conscious, but these are actually traits that other people would love in you, right? Or the case is, the cards are reassuring you, like, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. It's the end of that relationship, sure, but it's just the beginning of your love life. You're still young. You got your whole life ahead of you. So what if 1 or 2 or 3 relationships fail? It'd be like that. Do you know how many failed relationships I've had in my past? I'm happily in a relationship for almost 3 years now. It's coming up on 3 years, pretty close, in a couple of months. But you know how many past relationships I've had before I've had this one? But all of them led the way to me meeting this person. Silly enough, yeah. But that's the thing, you know, if I hadn't had all of those past experiences with all of those other people, it wouldn't have shaped me to who I am now, to where I meet my current partner. It's the same thing. The same thing. If things don't work out now, it's not the end of the world. You will find somebody. It's just this wasn't the one, and that's okay. And then we follow that up with the reverse 6 of Swords. And the reverse 6 of Swords is also this feeling of like difficulty leaving an uncomfortable situation. You want to be free. You want to be free. You want to explore, but also it's scary. It's scary going out on your own, venturing on your own, right? Maybe you've been in a relationship so long you feel like you don't even know who you are without it. Well, I mean, that's probably a problem. If you don't know who you are without the relationship, you got to find who you are. It's okay. It is okay to leave a situation. You don't have to be stuck in a relationship that's not making you happy. You have so many wonderful qualities to you, right? I think it's best for you to genuinely seek the truth. Because right now it feels like you're sort of avoiding the truth. Maybe you know in your head, in the back of your head, you know kind of the actual true situation and you don't really want to come to terms with it. But this is a card like you gotta face the facts. It sucks sometimes to have to face the facts when the facts suck, but you gotta face the facts. You gotta overcome it so you can move on and move forward and find something better, right? So maybe it hasn't happened yet, but maybe it feels like you've kind of come to terms with the fact like maybe this relationship's kind of already over. Maybe things have already fallen apart in a way that it's not really reparable, you know? And sometimes you just gotta take the L and move on and keep looking and keep searching for yourself and for the things that bring you joy. Yeah, suck it and duck it isn't catchphrase worthy, but hey. It is this feeling of like, it does suck to end a relationship, especially one that you've invested so much time and effort and love and energy into, to feel like maybe the other person doesn't fully see what all you're putting into it, or isn't fully appreciative of your efforts. And if that's the case, you want to believe like maybe one day they will. Maybe one day they will see all the time and effort I've seen. Maybe that's after you're gone, and maybe then it's too late for them, you know? Maybe they won't realize what they had until you're gone, you know? But at that point, that's a them issue. It's not a you issue. You deserve somebody who's going to recognize what you've got going for you. Somebody who will appreciate you from the start, right? And will help you move forward and showcase and highlight all of these wonderful qualities about you, right? That's what you deserve. And I think sometimes you have to face the facts, because sometimes a relationship, it feels good at the beginning and you realize there's way too many problems, and sometimes you don't mesh as well as maybe you thought you did. And that's okay. You just gotta move forward. So as much as it sucks to let go of a relationship, sometimes it's the best in order to move on with a better relationship in the future, you know? To grow and learn and evolve, because you're still young. You have plenty of opportunities for experience, to find something that's important to you and someone who is important to you, and for that person to find you important to them, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps, Insana. Maybe it gives you a little bit of reassurance, like it's okay. It's okay. You'll find somebody who sees you for who you are. So don't stick to what you feel like you have to stick with, you know? But yeah, I hope that helps. Low-key teared up, but it is what it is. I'm kidding. Aw, don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It's all daijoubu. It'll all be okay. Let's see. Who is up right now? Trying to find some chill vibes. All the people I know that are online right now are kind of loud. Is there nobody chill on right now? Well, there's ASMR. There's ASMR. You could probably read into ASMR. No, I wasn't saying it like that. I love Harper. Harper's my partner. It's just, we have chill vibes going right now, and I know some people probably fell asleep, so I don't want to wake them up. I'm going to be watching the Harper stream after this, because I'm always lurking in Harper's chat, but I was just thinking of who to read to, because I don't want to wake anybody up. So I think we will raid Coma, who is currently doing some cozy hand-holding ASMR. And then tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I was gonna stream something tomorrow, but I'm gonna wait to stream that because I was talking with the dev about it, and we're gonna wait until the game goes live on the Steam page before I stream it. So that'll probably be next week. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, or if I'm gonna take the day off to just work on art comms. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord. So I don't know. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, but if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. I hope you guys have a wonderful night and sweet dreams.